Pros and cons of homes with an east-facing garden. Hello friends, today we will talk about the pros and cons of homes with an east-facing garden. Should you buy a home with an east-facing garden? We bring you all the ups and downs to make an informed decision. An east-facing garden is suitable for those who are morning people and do not want a lot of sunlight. Therefore, if you love long hours of warmth and a garden bathed in the sun all day long, an east-facing home might not be for you. An east-facing garden has benefits and drawbacks. If you are wondering whether you should buy such a property, we give you all the information you need to make the best decision. The benefits and drawbacks of east-facing gardens. A garden that gazes towards the eastern horizon has limited sunlight. This is perfect for some people while others might hate it. Whether an east-facing garden is a good thing entirely depends on your personality and needs. You can expect such a garden to receive morning sun, and not much else. Certain plants will thrive while others will struggle and even perish. Morning people can enjoy light in the morning while those who want sunlight all day long will not be satisfied with this. East-facing gardens also might not compete well with other properties on the sales market. How to test the direction of your garden. There are two ways that you can determine which direction your garden is facing. Use a real compass or a phone app. Stand with your back to the wall behind your home and check the direction. If it says east, then you have an east-facing property. Open Google Maps and find your address. You should be able to see almost immediately which direction your garden is aligned with. The benefits of an east-facing garden. Let's taste the sweet stuff first. Indeed, there are plenty of perks that you can look forward to with an east-facing property. Here they are. Morning larks love the limited sunlight. Eastern gardens get sunlight mostly in the morning. This is wonderful for those who love a bright morning, with the sun shining through the curtains, and also to have breakfast outside. This limited amount of sunshine is perfect for those who are sun-sensitive or heat-sensitive, as well as the afternoons and evenings will be darker. This is a welcome thought if you live in a hot region. An east-facing home is naturally cooler. Certain plants will thrive. Some plants need partial sun and lots of shade. An east-facing garden is perfect to cultivate your favorite plants that also hate the sun. In case you are wondering, these popular plants are perfect for partial shade. Providing that the soil quality is good, there are many vegetables like beets, carrots, and cabbage that will do well. Certain species of geranium, hydrangea, lily of the valley, Christmas fern. The sun damage is limited. One of the most popular directions for a garden is south. A south-facing property gets the most hours of sunlight, but while certain individuals might love this, yes, sunbugs, we are referring to you. Too much sun comes with a price. Many south-facing property owners find this out the hard way. Persistent sunlight can fade curtains and furniture. It can peel and crack paint inside and outside of the home. These problems rarely crop up when the garden is facing east. If you have wooden furniture or fencing outside, it will face sun damage over the years, regardless of which direction your garden faces. You can add more years by applying a protective product. Your garden is safer during a drought. During dry times, many countries or municipalities put water restrictions in place to help preserve water. Usually, one of the first things to be banned is watering the garden. Since an east-facing property is not exposed to the drying effects of a full day's sun, the water loss will be less and plants will be able to withstand a drought with restrictions better. Mold will not be a severe problem. Despite its popularity, another problem that plagues south-facing gardens is mold. Since sunlight is concentrated on the south of the home for most of the day, the north is thrown in too much shade and moisture. This can lead to water damage and mold taking over the walls and garden. An east-facing garden receives a more balanced amount of sunlight all around, which prevents the one side of the home from getting all wet and moldy. The drawbacks of an east-facing garden. As with all things, the eastern garden also has a dark side. Here are the most common issues and problems. The property is not as valuable as other directions. To be fair, a lot of things are taken into consideration when the value of a property is determined. But when it comes to what buyers want, the most popular direction by far is the south-facing garden. An east-facing garden might have other perks, but the fact remains that some buyers will pay more and buy property faster if the garden faces south. There is not enough sun for certain types of plants. We mentioned a little earlier that some foliage will flourish in an east-facing garden. Unfortunately, others will not. Many popular plants need more sun than an eastern plot can offer them, including a lot of vegetables. This makes it hard to maintain a varied and healthy vegetable garden or to grow herbs like lavender, which also needs a lot of warmth and sunshine. There is not enough sun for sun-loving people. Some individuals love a sunny home and garden all day long. If you are one of them, you might not appreciate the fact that the best hours pass as soon as morning is over. The rest of the afternoon and early evening will be full of shade and even darkness. The house might be too gloomy and cold as well. A quick summary on the pros and cons of east-facing gardens. East-facing gardens receive sunlight mostly in the morning hours. Some of the best benefits include shade for plants and people who are sun-sensitive, a better chance to survive dry times, less sun damage, and less water damage. The most annoying drawbacks for those who love the full sun are a gloomy house in the afternoon, not being able to grow certain plants, and that the property might not be as popular as a south-facing home. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. For getting more useful and interesting information, subscribe to Engineer Ajay Lod's channel, How to Make My House.